And joining me now to discuss some of the issues around the outcomes of the National Executive Council meeting of the All Progressives Congress earlier today, I have Bala Ibrahim. He is the Director of Publicity of the All Progressives Congress. Welcome to News Hour, Mr. Bala Ibrahim. Please walk us through this. The national chairmanship position has now been ceded to former governor of Kano State, Abdullahi Ganduje. You know, one would have expected that since the former chairman who had resigned was from the North Central Zone, one would have expected that the next chairman perhaps comes from that zone. Can you please walk us through what's going on in your party at this moment?
Well, thank you very much for having me here. First, let us go through what happened today at the NEC meeting. As is expected, the NEC has to go through certain procedures if there is anything that is going to be tinkered with, or if there is going to be a change of arrangement. Of course, the zoning arrangement has given the North Central the position of the national chairman. But now that Senator Abdullahi Adamu had resigned on his own volition, the NEC, in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution, had to get the approval of all the members to change that zoning arrangement. It was the thing that was done first. The zoning arrangement was changed in such a way that the seat of the national chairmanship is moved to the northwest, where Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje comes from. And that gave Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje the chance to contest, and he won the election. He is now the substantive chairman of the APC from Northwest.
Okay, so prior to the National Executive Council meeting, the caucus meeting of your party, we had seen the resignation of the National Vice Chairman Northwest. I'm talking about Salihu Lukman. Would one now expect some form of compensation, sort of? How does this work, having a national chairman from the Northwest and a vacant position for the National Vice Chairman?
Constitutionally, the NEC, the National Executive Committee, has the powers to delegate the National Working Committee to carry out certain things in between conventions. The NEC is empowered to give directives or to take decisions that will otherwise be taken at the convention. In between conventions, if the need arises, the NEC can so act like the convention. It is in that regards that the NEC today empowered the National Working Committee after the election of the national chairman and the national secretary, says the National Working Committee can go and look into other vacant positions and fill them accordingly as it deems fit. So whatever the National Working Committee is going to do henceforth with regards to the position of Salihu Lukman and others, it is not just Salihu Lukman, there is the National Legal Advisor that has also resigned, and there are other vacant positions that need to be filled. It is now binding on the National Working Committee to get replacement for those positions, and whatever they do is valid because they have been empowered by the NEC.
Okay, so earlier today, during the meeting, the absence of the former president Muhammadu Buhari and his vice Yemi Osinbajo was very visible. So what could have been the reason for this action? I'm asking probably because it could be that he might not have been comfortable with the situation or the condition, if you would like to put it that way, at which the former national chairman and the national secretary left office.
Well, all of them, former President Muhammadu Buhari and former Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, have sent apologies. In those apologies, they restated their irrevocable commitment to the cause of the party. They mentioned that they stand committed to the party and they are going to be respectful of whatever decision that is taken by NEC of the party. They said they have other engagements of national importance, and even in the case of vice president, of international importance, such that they cannot abandon those responsibilities and attend to NEC. And don't forget, this NEC was called at short notice. Probably they have other commitments prior to this, and it will be unbecoming. It will not be respectful of them to cancel those commitments because they may be of grave importance. So they have sent in their apologies with an addendum to say that they stand committed as loyal members of the party, and whatever decisions NEC take, they will abide by it.
Okay, so now when is the national convention of the party to elect substantive national officers?
Well, that will come. When the time comes, you will get to know. Certainly, we have to get to the river before we think of crossing it. The National Working Committee has been empowered now to look into issues, and if the need arises, if there is the need to call for a national convention, they will not hesitate to do so.
All right, Mr. Bala Ibrahim, Director of Publicity of the All Progressives Congress, thank you so much for joining the News Hour tonight.
Thank you very much.